I think it's more like the only hero that's going to completely obliterate this beast hero in lane is something that can just like take the boar, and that's Enchantress. And like, despite Chen essentially being dog shit right now, it's still so good against the beast that it's worth banning. And it's cool to see them respect it like that, because I've seen other teams literally just leave the Chen in with the beast on their team, and I guess other teams are like not confident in the enemy team's ability to Chen. But of course, like you mentioned, there's Fly, so gotta look out.
Okay. So Timbersaw was banned, which kept an opening there for Quincy to take Alchemist in the second phase, but now EG has banned it, so no more Alchemist, gentlemen. So the other hero that comes to mind that both teams have played a lot is Medusa. That is the big carry. We'll see if it's ignored or if something else is taken instead. Because we still, again, a lot of, I would consider tier 1 carries still available. I mean, only one has been taken out of the entire pool. So, like the Monkey Kings of the world.
One mid-tier carry that I just want to casually throw out, may not get picked, but I like the synergy between it and the Abaddon, is the Weaver with the old shield play. Used to have a lot of fun shenanigans back in the day, and we did see Weaver show up from time to time in the past week or two, but we'll see if Quincy or EG value this hero or not. For them, it's been more about what you've been mentioning, the raid boss type heroes.
Yeah, Weaver against Puck can be kind of annoying. I mean, it's all dependent on the positioning of Abaddon as the pseudo counter, but
I think if maybe not so much now, but other than that pick, and maybe it's not so bad against Monkey King, I would be eyeing the Wraith King, just because Abba and Beastmaster like don't do anything to clear the skeletons. Some sort of summons hero on the side of EG would be pretty nice. But the nice thing about Monkey King, and presumably like part of the reason why they picked it, is because it gives them, like SVG says, these tools to, like, if there's some illusion or summon hero pick, then you just go Maelstrom or like Battle Fury on your Monkey King, and you deal with it. So that's a really nice Monkey King pick. It blocks out a lot that could have been abused.
I mean, they have triple melee now as well, so Medusa is looking even better. Like,
so is
really
OD, honestly.
Medusa.
OD looks really good. I mean, you dumpster the Monkey King in lane, you just imprison Abba, and he can't do anything. Like, you imprison him during his ult, and you can save from the roar. The only thing is, like, you do need some summons clear, I think, on EG. Like, somebody's got to deal with these Beastmaster summons right now. Otherwise, you just get ransacked by this guy, Zoo.
I mean, have we seen... I don't think Quinn has played
there you go.
Monkey King mid, right? Not yet, at least. In the DPC.
Not the DPC, but he's a huge Monkey King mid spammer, so this is always
so that's
something
still a flex then.
Yeah, you're gonna know, like, if you're EG from these pubs, like, you have to look out for his mid monkey.
MSS Rubik, watch out, gentlemen.
He did win MVP with this hero.
Yeah, MSS's Rubik has looked like the best it's been, for sure. So it's definitely something you do not want to underestimate when juggling around your own skills.
I mean, if you want to go mid Monkey King, then Medusa for Quincy Crew also. I think Medusa is either picked here by EG or just banned in the last phase.
Yeah, it's a good Medusa draft. I mean, bunch of melee heroes. Rubik doesn't really do that much to you. I mean, I suppose you can steal the Stone Gaze, but feels like they need some sort of like frontlining carry guy, some beefy boy, and Medusa is absolutely that.
You can toggle Mana Shield, right? To make him steal that?
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, there you go.
There it is.
There it is, and they're going to hold off on, I imagine, the Ice offlane pickup instead for the 5th and final crutch pick.
Yep, still could be the offlane Puck as well, but we have... I don't know if we've seen Ice. Oh, he's played one Puck game, actually, if I'm remembering correctly. But don't really remember the outcome. He probably won, considering EG's won most of the games.
So, Nature's Prophet still there for Ice?
How dirty, by the way. Something EG have not yet pulled out ever, but I want to just casually throw out. Meepo. Would we ever see them pull this out again? It's an Abed classic, and I know, like, maybe at times when you really need a win, I mean, and you one win away from securing a pass to playoffs. I'm surprised it's even at these kind of moments, these crazy last-minute pickups are not considered. I'm not trying to make a Hail Mary kind of call. I mean, they've already got a pretty greedy lineup with the Medusa here, but it's something that Abed is a specialty of, and I'm surprised EG have never considered whipping out. I wonder if it's something in the back pocket so deep that maybe major time they'll whip out, but you know, something that we've never discussed in probably the run of EG and NA DPC so far.
I think Meepo feels really bad right now, just as a hero. Like honestly, all of these like cancerous last pick heroes feel really terrible. The Broodmothers and Meepos and Huskars, which good riddance. I'm sick of playing against those in pubs, man.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sick of it. It's a good patch.
The era of fifth pick crazy cheese specialty may be behind us then. Fair enough.
Seems to be. It seems to be. Yeah.
So
Razor,
looking at
ooh.
this last pick for a Quincy crew, like you already have 3 melee against the Medusa. Do you have to avoid a last melee pick here? Like how important is that? Because again, this Monkey King can be flexed, so you're picking either a 1 or a 2 for this last pick. Like Mirana, we haven't seen as a core yet. We've seen it both games, but as support, I guess that was banned.
Honestly, I hear me out on this. I feel like it doesn't really matter for Quincy because like Monkey King spawns illusions, and like you say it all the time, he's basically a ranged hero. Beastmaster is summons,
True.
and then Abba's just like a spellcaster. So you actually don't have that many heroes that are like running in and trying to like click the Medusa from melee range right now. So
And Necro Book's pretty damn good against Medusa as well.
if there's like any anti-mage game, like this is a pretty damn solid one for Quincy.
We've seen AM banned but never picked up. But
Okay, maybe not now.
Yeah, the root destroys AM.
Terrorblade has been another illusion core in Naga. Maybe faintly Naga picked, but some Terrorblades and other teams have been pulled out. I don't know if.
So I think you almost guaranteed around the monkey side lane now against the Underlord, just like dumpster this hero. And actually, then again, I feel like what EG's trying to do is they're going to aggro again, and they're going to try to get the Underlord versus the Beast.
Jug.
They're definitely going to aggro.
Jug. Okay.
All right. All right, this is it. The hypest one to end it all. This could be the final game we see these two Titans play for a long while. Who is going to walk away with the W, though? Suns fan, tell me.
If it's not Alchemist winning, it's good old Medusa. I'm gonna go EG on this one, gentlemen. Against 4 melee.
I'm going to go
Monkey King
Quincy.
technically melee.
I feel like Quincy's got some nice early tower push, but then their late game's not that bad against Dusa. I think the monkey is nice in the mid lane. I'm going to go Quincy.
All right, we got another split over here. Let's quickly get into a break, but when we come back, we've got Lyrical GoDz and Aui2000 to bring you the coverage.
Hello and welcome back, everybody out there in Dota 2 world. The match that's striking the foundation of NA DPC is going to continue on right now. We got GoDz as well as Aui with me to break it all down for you guys. And GoDz, we got to see the drafts. There's no Alchemist this time. He's gone, out of here.
Ban. See you later. No more Alc wins. Instead, we get the carry that everybody loves to watch, Medusa, instead. So, you know, it's one carry for another. And then we get another Jug game. So we're kind of seeing a very small pool of carries that these two teams seem to value the highest.
Absolutely. Well, that's sort of the own meta that's been built within this. Aui, is this kind of what you were expecting now that we've seen 2 games underneath these two teams? Or there have been some things that have surprised you so far from either squad?
Honestly, I'm not too sure what I'm expecting, so I don't know how to answer that.
Well, I mean, like, is this series lived up to your expectations so far?
Yeah,
what
I mean,
you're
I think
thinking for
both teams are playing pretty well. Sorry, I'm sort of zoning out because I was thinking how weird it is. Like, Alchemist's second phase, he wins. His first phase, he wins, and he's just unpicked unbanned, right? Yeah. And like, it's sort of like it's not an uncommon thing that happens in Dota either. Like that sort of pattern happens a lot. I'm wondering like how the teams are thinking about it. Okay, so I think Jenkins called this. Like, they're gonna go aggro with the Dusa in order to give Underlord a game. Because if you play against this Beastmaster, you need to you can't let him push your tower for free. Like, if he hits 6, kicks your carry out, and takes your tower, this is when the hero really shines. But I think Quincy crew are doing the right reaction to this. They are also going aggro, and I think Beastmaster should have a fine time in the safe lane versus Dusa CM. I think they should have done this game 1 too, actually.
Yeah, they take away that 1v1 where Ice has like a slight hero advantage and just, you know, ping advantage. He's just such a good 1v1 player, so.
Nice deny on the bounce rune with the boar.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Good done by last.
Stun that shit, crit.
Oh, is he gonna
See there?
I'm greedy.
EG opting for Radiant every game. I'm curious to hear your thoughts, AUI. Why do you think, what are like the pros and cons? EG picking Radiant every game and Quincy crew prioritizing having second pick?
So I think second pick is generally seen as better right now, just because you have you have the 8th pick and then you have the last pick, which are generally seen as like the stronger picks, and Radiant is seen as having better lanes. I think EG plays a pretty lane-centric game of Dota.
Okay.
Interesting.
I haven't played it in a little bit, so I don't know if it's changed at all, but that's my general idea.
I mean, it sounded good when you said it, so I'll just go with what you're saying. But we have a little bit also of a different matchup in the mid lane this time. Quinn playing on this Monkey King against Abed. This is a hero that I think at the start of the league, everybody was talking about. Everybody was saying this is the be-all, end-all hero, and it's kind of not been seen quite as much recently. But, you know, Quinn gonna try and play it and get super active, probably play with that Aghanim Shard a little bit on the earlier side as well. Could be cool stuff.
Abed has gotten this early double wave on Quinn like all the games. It just lets him like trade regen for CS really well.
Bottom. Silence and some trouble.
That's a huge kill. So this lane bottom started with Underlord blocked more than the Dire, and on Radiant it goes into your tower. So he pulled the aggro out, which I thought was good, but then he firestormed the wave and the lane just pushed so far up. So now they have this like level 2 Abaddon. I think with Over Venom, Underlord can't play Dota. It's looking rough for him bottom.
We saw that mid. Abed got the 3 stacks built up on him with Jingu, but then wasn't able to hit the Boundless Strike to get the 4th one. So well played by the puck in mid.
Yeah, it feels like ISSS has no place to make here. He almost gets a side pull off, tries to grab the range creep, and yeah, I think EG recognizing this are going to have to TP crit down bottom just to pull waves.
It is a good reaction.
Yeah, until this wave gets pulled back, there's nothing he can do.
It's good by EG, right? Like, they do this because they have the ward that sees a small camp. So Crit hasn't shown here in lane at all, so he gets a free small camp pull off. Normally, if you know the guy is down there, you would like try to stop him from pulling with Abaddon. It's a good play by him.
You can see it was actually, believe it or not, MSS that pangs out, hey, he's over there pulling your small camp from the other side of the map. Just recognizing the way that these things work as MSS after they're no longer there. But mid, pretty even so far. Quinn with a couple more denies, Puck, a few more CS, but very, very even, at least in these early goings. We're going to have to see how the mid game looks for both of those super active mids, though.
And you can see how this is sort of going to translate. Nyx having to TP. Because he TP'd, Dire's going to get their small camp to spawn, and Beastmaster is going to start to catch up. I think the CS was like 16 to like 5 top before he TP'd, but now Beastmaster is going to be back. The Rubik doesn't have to stand beside him to prevent them from killing him, so he's going to get solo XP pretty much till he's... I'm going to say like Rubik will sap like a couple hundred to get level 3, and then Beast will get 6 pretty fast. It's a big difference for him.
You can see that definitely needed as Leslau, one of those heroes that they like to play around consistently whenever they get an opportunity to. And, you know, the potential for a kill onto Fly here if he steps too far out is definitely up there as well. So MSS is going to make that move over to secure some bounty runes, or rather the power runes. We'll see if they bring over LOA as well.
Yeah, definitely big to deny these runes. Both Quincy supports. Same as last game, we saw them securing runes to Quinns. This time it's more about denying runes from Abed because Quinn does not have a bottle. He's going to orb himself down bottom. It spawns there, but LOA already there and waiting. Abed? Okay, he has a winning rip. Okay, he's fine.
Imagine, like, before that change, that would have just been a death.
Yeah, that felt like a bit greedy from Abed. I feel like he just needs to gamble and pre-camp one of the runes, so there's a 50-50 chance of getting a rune. But the way Quincy played it is that he had 0% chance to get a rune.
And these Quincy supports, they're just on the runes though. It's like hard as mid, honestly. Like you go there and their support hits you a bit, it feels really bad. So it's more like Quincy are playing it well than there's something Abby can do about it, I think. I agree though, like if your support's checking bottom and their support's there and there's another support on top, you might as well just gamble and like both go to 1, right? And you have a 2v1 there at least.
Like
so
Nyx went bottom, he could have pre-camped the bottom one.
Yeah,
probably not the
actually,
top one, but
right.
the bottom one he 100% could have gotten with the Impale.
Yeah. Quincy are very annoying about runes.
Yeah.
And this team, like, if you look at their drafts and you just think about can Quinn rotate and kill people this game, it'll like determine like most of how their early games pan out. And I mean they've just been winning, so but it usually tells you a lot about a team.
Well, a very interesting series of events going on here as, you know, we saw a couple of movements over there trying to get the bounty runes in time. There is some pressure now being laid on the ISSS. We haven't talked about it at all, but this ABBA has been looking pretty good for my money, at least.
Yeah, it is pretty solid.
what's the thought process here? Is it just like his prowess in lane, or are they playing mainly around the Aphotic Shield later? Quinn is just going to try and run away. Oh, wait a minute. Stun. Boundless Strike trying to get out. Abed still chasing. Waning Rift is up again, but they are not going to die for it. Okay.
Crit's still level 1. He's been doing a pretty good job just giving Underlord everything he can in lane. As a result, Underlord's actually doing pretty well. I think the Abaddon, it's like... He's surprisingly good in lane. He's really good in lane if you have a favorable matchup. Like they have a 2v1. You can see like at the start of the lane they just straight up killed this guy and he's like pretty strong, right? Because it's good stat line. Shield's a pretty good spell. But really he's a boss team fighter. Like there aren't many 5s where you can play up and like give vision in fights and saves and not really be under any threat. He's like one of those heroes.
And just watching him play this bottom lane, messing with these pulls, constantly pressuring Ice has been very impressive to watch.
Yeah, honestly, Ice is getting like more than I thought he would have.
TP
like,
Quinn makes the rotation, recognizes Arteezy's just a bit too far forward, and now Boundless Strike. Oh, they interrupt! Abed, that might have saved it. Still has the lifesteal afterwards. Tries to live through this one. Does a little bit of mischief, backing out, but the damage needs a couple more hits, and it's not going to be there. But still, they stop the pressure on Arteezy and keep him alive.
Monkey King just has a 10 armor, huh?
Right?
I was very fortunate he didn't die there. It was a good try on the Dusa. Good reaction by EG.
Does feel like, you know, in the end, like, it doesn't benefit either team. Like, both mid laners rotate for that play, and then Abed's right back to the mid lane afterwards to continue his farm.
I think Quinn lost a bit more resources, but Arteezy also lost a lot of resources, so like evens out that way as well. I think like it surprised me how well Ice is doing bottom, because we actually saw Yawar deny his own wagon bottom, which is like if you start in a 2v1 lane, like that wagon's your opportunity to put extra pressure on the map.
It's up top. They're gonna find
LOA
for a kill.
Sorry.
Yeah, they'll get both of them maybe. Oh no, LOA's getting out. Okay.
EG are adapting, you know. Every time they go for that pull camp, LOA messes with it. So this time they're like, okay, let's pretend we're pulling, and then they just stun him into a breathe fire and try and get the kill themselves.
Well, meanwhile, over to the side, Abed here.
Gets the rune.
Able to get it, chase down, and the silence is there to get up to the high ground. You know, I think if there's one thing that I want people to take away from this game after watching 2 games so far in this pretty even start to this one, it's that the idea of like evil geniuses being the only good team in NA, people like just need to recognize that's not true. Like both of these teams have looked so good. They've looked incredibly strong.
There are 2 good teams in NA.
Sorry. Come on, Curtis.
I think the RTs are good too. I just had to say it, you know, it's just there. You have to say it.
Yeah.
Dude, Arcane Rune on that.
There are 3 other teams who have taken games off EG in this tournament.
That's true. Aslau, no mana right now to drop the roar down, and he previously used it. Oh, Coil.
Ooh, double
Chase
Coil.
looking for more. Fly is there with the frostbite, but the lift back onto Abed.
Trouble.
Dead. Leslau will fall, but they get the kill on the much higher priority mid. Very nicely done by Quincy.
The mid rotations are really determining this game. Like in both times, the mid counter ganked, and they were able to. I mean, when Abed he saved his Medusa, and this one like you get the kill in the mid, which is huge. Man, Medusa's like. Actually, she caught up in levels since Beastmaster died, but Beastmaster actually had 2 levels on her for a bit. And once Beastmaster hits us like level 7, level 6, it's really hard to stay in lane versus him, even as a Medusa. You think you're tanky, but you're just not. And he's going to come bottom with this Roar, this next Necrobook. I think they're just going to kill this Pit Lord and try to take this tower. You have to Ice reaction.
We'll see how aware he is. He's got a ward down in the river, but he has not seen Leslau down here just yet. He'd love to get another fire out just to push the weight before ditching this lane.
In case anybody was wondering, that Monkey King did get that faded brooch. It was up there for a while. Finally gone now. But they're setting up again. Onto Arteezy. Pops the ulti. Quinn has to back away out of there, but there are a lot of heroes nearby, and Coil going to be dropped, but Wukong's command comes down. That's going to stop the pressure. Bottom, they kill Ice. Now going to pressure the tower.
That's a huge kill bottom. Yeah, Abed actually used a Waning Rift to get his Coil off there, so he couldn't silence the ulti. Once that ulti came out, there's no way they could kill the Monkey King anymore.
it didn't even really feel like Quinn was trying to go in Arteezy there. When he jumped Arteezy, he was just like trying to force a rotation or some kind of a play because he had no backup. There was no way he was killing
Honestly,
Arteezy by himself.
That's a Marco good player. I remember I played like a pub with GH, and all he did was he would poke people at their tier 2s. He was playing tiny, just walk up to a tier 2 and force a TP. And like it completely changed the dynamic of the map for us.
Bottom.
Omni, they take down the healing ward afterwards, but you are right on top of them, and well, they have no mana for spin, but it should have enough with just the beatdown here. Ice still managing to live, actually.
Wow.
That's crazy.
How's this man
the
alive?
Necrobook didn't
Firestorm
die to
Necrobook?
Firestorm either, so he couldn't get the kill.
What's he doing?
This is crazy. What?
All right.
He saw the Rubik illusion and he thought it was a real Rubik, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I'm not sure, but
That's hilarious, actually. But Yawar, I sort of like this. He went Midas, but to make up for it, he went 3 points in Healing Ward. Because like you're gonna have less impact on the map with the Midas, right? But instead, if you have 3 points in Healing Ward, he just takes a tower with it. Imagine being able to get a Midas and kill towers.
Pretty freaking cool. A 2,000 gold lead now for Quincy crew, and they're holding on this top tower too.
I don't know what happened, but while that fight was happening bottom, Abed died top on Puck. So that's back-to-back. Well, his previous death was a while ago, but that's 2 deaths now.
He's level 7. It's like he's almost level 8 and Quinn's almost level 10. That's a big disparity right there.
Yeah. I mean, it's Rubik that's like catching up to him now. If MSS has Impale, if he has a good game, this is going to be super deadly.
And the Mojo Rubik is definitely a signature hero on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I talk to him, he tells me he has like 50 signature heroes, but Rubik is definitely his signature hero.
That's classic.
Alright, if you guys interview him after, ask him. Just ask him what his signature hero is.
Okay.
He'll get flustered because he thinks he has too many, but he's only good at like 1. Okay?
Alright.
Okay, thanks.
Keep that in mind. He was already our, I think, DPC player of the week 1 week as well, wasn't he?
Correct.
And it was for his Rubik. I think there was a picture drawn of him playing Rubik, so...
Yeah, I think he got like 6 coils off an enemy, Puck got like 1 off. So sad.
Well, we've severely patted his ego at this point, so I think that we've done our job. But 7-1 start. And
yeah,
this Beastmaster's gonna have Necro 3 pretty soon too. It's pretty early for a Necro 3. And this is a Beastmaster that started 3v1 in a safe lane, right? Like he wasn't like free farm or anything. He's just caught up really well, made a couple good rotations.
It really feels like that mid matchup has been the determining factor of this series. This game, Abed just a bit unsuccessful with his rotations. Both teams prioritizing early vision, like putting those wards underneath the tier 1 tower's top, and Quinn just made the better moves around that top lane.
For sure. I think a lot of it is actually on Quincy Crew's supports. I think right now their main advantage over EG is that their supports are more active in the early game. They secure the runes better. It's like I wouldn't say that Quinn is necessarily better than Abed, because I think they're both top class players. But how his team plays around him or how he utilizes his team is actually slightly better, in my opinion.
Well, and I think that gets back to, again, what the panel was talking about, what everybody's been talking about. There's a team that's been together for a long time. They know how to play around their teammates. And now you can see up top trying to find this kill on the fly. It should be an easy peasy one.
They won 2, though. They won Arteezy.
Thinking about it. Wait, Puck, though. They're waiting for him to move on in.
Oh, they're going to get Puck.
Oh, the catch, the Impale. They roar it. Stacking up the stuns, that is not the way to do it.
Just a joke, guys. Just a prank.
I don't know about that one. Signature throwing going on right there.
Yeah, I think Arteezy was going to save him anyways with the Stone Gaze. The Necrobooks weren't going to get their damage out.
So what happened there is he used Rubik Lift and he tried to lift him back into the Impale, right?
Yeah.
But if you Impale him when the Rubik Lift is still on, it keeps him in place. So you have to time it like absolutely perfectly to get the lift back, and it was just off. If he gets lifted back into the Necrobook and Roar, he dies there, even with the Stone Gaze. It's a very close kill. That's like it's like surprisingly hard. It's like if you've ever tried to force that someone out of base and grip them with Lich. I don't know if I've ever tried that, but I just try that a lot. It never like goes as well as you hope it will.
How do you try that a lot? What the hell? What?
Because I buy force stuff on Lich, and I want to pretend to be cool. So I go for plays that shouldn't happen. And I have no force staff and my carry dies. And I say, why you feed, you know?
Okay, I gotcha.
Ooh, silence on the Nyx.
Well, on the other side of the map as well, as they're trying to get that kill on the crit, it looks like Leslau likely to fall. So 2 simultaneous kills going on cross map.
In particular, these teams have been really good about the bounty rune smokes and plays. I think game 1, we saw like 4 fights from the 10 to 25 minute bounty runes. It's become a really big objective.
You can see Quincy almost expecting this walk, and they have sentries littered around this mid and bottom side of the map. They're going to be running out of sentries soon based on what the mini map looks like.
They do have a Necro 3 coming up, so it's sort of cool, right? Because they spam all their sentries to get map control, and then later on they can rely on this Necro Buck item, which they built all 3 games. Seems like they just have an idea about this item.
Looking very cool, and it forces these weird wards from Evil Geniuses up there where the Tinker used to play at.
Good anti-Monkey King ward there, though.
Yeah.
It does have a Coiling Blade on Dusa, too. Oh, all playing?
There's going on him. Leslau here as well, has the roar, connects, Stonegaze gets off. Jason thinking about it. Abed gets the jump away, and it looks like the pincer move is kind of coming from Abba moving around the side, but Ice takes them all and will walk away, and they will get out.
Pretty heads up play by Ice there. He actually TP'd there and then started channeling his ulti right away. Get them out. It would have looked more clutch if Quincy committed, but it was still, I think it was a pretty solid play regardless. Oh, smoke cut from Quincy. They know that they chase them all top, so if you chase them all top, there's only like one place on the map you can go, right? Which is like your own jungle. They know they can pincer them here or like coral them in.
Ooh.
EG missing some ultimates too. No Stonegaze, no Dark Rift.
Over here, waiting as the Boars head in. Down on the south side, they drop down the pit already. Quinn on front of everybody. LOA gonna take off that stun, but then get stunned again afterwards. Thinking about chasing this. Evil Geniuses just running away. I mean, they're just hurting them out of the area completely.
Yeah, EG's playing this pretty well. They're still going to lose their tier 1 mid tower, so Quincy get what they were looking for primarily, but
they traded that for a lot of space, you're right. Like, Dusa got to push from... Like, usually when you TP to your safe lane, you get to push one wave. Because everyone will run at you as soon as you push this one wave, because you're trapped there, right? But because they made so much pressure on the map, like, EG, they were getting pressured, but they responded to the pressure properly, and they saw all their heroes. Arteezy got to push from his tier 2 all the way to enemy tier 1. Forsic left, like, do some damage. It was really good.
Does sort of give us the feeling, though, that they might try and go for more here again. Next round of items are coming up. Leslau going to spot crit, and Abed there as well. This should be a lot of damage rather rapidly. There are some heroes in the area. Can't get there in time. Ooh, crit. Gets caught by his own impale. And they get them both. Nicely played. Quinn now on top of this puck, trying to get him a good stun. Comes out afterwards, and Abed eventually burning down to death. MSS gets the finish. And Crit also in trouble. Obviously, no TP means they'll be able to run down this Nyx assassin. Very, very nicely done by Quincy. Although it did cost them the Beastmaster.
Oh, Mojo. Last kill steal. I don't know about that one.
Guys, I got my glimmer.
The first one was a style kill, you know. He pre-cast the orb.
The first one was good. The second one was very Mojo.
Well, it is continued space for Arteezy, but this Jug is so far pretty heavily outfarming Arteezy with that Midas build.
Ooh. And they're gonna head into Roshan. They have a lot of buffs for this Rosh. I guess this is what else Abaddon 5 gives you, right? He gives you these objectives. Not many 5s do that with a Enchantress band.
Very nice. Cursed attack speed plus 60 for this one, paired together with
this
that Beastmaster.
Honestly, like, for 18 minutes in the game, this is really fast. I think something that people... Like, Juggernaut is actually one of these anti-super carry heroes. Like, it's used as an Alchemist counter, but it's also sort of a Dusa counter in the sense that even if they get 6 slots, like, they will die in the Omni Slash.
Right.
It doesn't matter how many items you have. This multiplier is insane on this spell. It's like, and that's what, like, you know, you sort of expect Dusa to be the more farm one, but if Jug is more farm, like, he might kill her in, like, a Swift Slash, or just, like, with a spin build does a lot of damage.
True. Well, they spotted out some ancient stacks over there. Abed did. A smoke up comes now as 3 heroes in the mid. We're going to start to head down bottom. Yor, ooh, gets stunned. Arteezy right on top of him, has the spin, and trying to get out of there. Looks like he should be good, and in fact, going to stick around.
You need to get out. I don't know if this
smoking
is...
down there, Beast.
Yeah. Arteezy's already TP. Crit could be in some trouble. He's scouted by the Necro Vision.
Yeah. He has a Force Staff, but...
Attempts to get out. Roar's even going to be used. And that is enough.
This is the second time this happened in the series, but
Quintal?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no. Call Quinn. Got him with the root, but I don't think
he has
they
BKB.
killed. They've got the ATOS. Yeah, he's fine.
Oh, he's just fine. All right, he's just walking away. Abed doing Abed things, cutting ball wave. I think that's the second time the series has happened though, where Quincy gets this Aegis and somehow the lanes.
Oh, Abed in trouble now. Chase down. Quinn got him. Oh my god, MSS. is
No,
just
Mojo
on
thinks
one
he's
this
good.
game. Yeah, he does.
Mojo thinks he's good now.
You know what? I think he's good, so I'm okay with that.
Damn.
Yeah, but like you can see what happened on the map there. Like if your lanes are pushed in with the 18s gets Roshan, they're gonna run at you right away. We see a kill bottom, we see another kill bottom. It's like hard to take back map control. You basically have to throw bodies away just to get some lanes out, and that's what's happening. Like in a normal game, like there's no way Abbott tries to go for this tier 2 cut at like 20 minutes, right? This is a play he's doing. Like the death looks silly, but it's like it's a forced mistake by Quincy crew. It's not really a mistake by Abbott, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah. The correct play from both teams. You know, MSS looking for the pickoff because he knows that that's what they have to do. As
I'm gonna look at Ice top. I think they can kill him before he gets Oh, they saw the Monkey King on the tree.
stun, trying to chase, as the lift afterwards.
Stolen Dark Rift.
That's interesting.
I think if those creeps didn't see Monkey King, they could have TP Jug and the lure was dead. Like some Monkey stun into Rubik left. But since the creeps saw him, they decided they didn't have enough time before Dark Rift came off.
And look at these wards by Quincy crew. They just spotted that smoke right here on this hard camp. Freaking
Jug
love
has
this
his,
one.
he has a shard now. Oh, they're teleporting to Hawk?
Oh, and that's gonna set up for a follow-up. LOA, not a bit too far, and Crit gives them the punish. Wait, looking for more though. Or chasing Abed. There's no way you get this, surely.
I get him. That's the Dark Rift right there still on Rubik. You don't expect that type of play. Crit makes the most of it, but honestly, I think that was pretty good for EG. Like trading a kill like that, seeing all the heroes. It was like a neat play by Quincy, but the Nyx gets the kill, so he turns it around. They have BKB first item on Monkey King. Wow. I think he understands that they have this like insane timing if he has BKB. Like he can't die with BKB this game. They have no physical damage right now, and they can just do whatever they want.
Pressure forward here. A 5,000 gold lead as they're trying to take that tier 2 tower, have already claimed the outpost. And Evil Geniuses, the ways that you try and take these fights start to feel a little bit more sketch.
Top. You want to catch and find these pickoffs. They're showing Jug mid. It's very much like a decoy while they go hunting for this Puck. And Puck's about to go for another wave, I believe. Abed?
Oh, they got him. There's the lift. Roar afterwards. He's just dead again. Oh,
that's so cool. Like, you are just showing mid by where the tier 2 mid tower was, like as if his teammates are behind him mid. They're smoking top.
There's a happy Jug game when they have like, what are they gonna kill your stop your spin TV with? You have to face you with Deuce or something, right? But he's playing it really well, like you said. I think like playing Dota like this, it doesn't exist anymore. Like where you're like hiding in the trees and split pushing. Like you can do it to try to set up a team fight, and they're doing it out of necessity rather than because they want to right now. Because you know Quincy Crew is strong with the Aegis, but it doesn't feel good anymore. And we're sort of seeing Quincy Crew. They're really good at punishing that.
I bet still no Blink Dagger. That's what he was desperately trying to farm while he split pushed. Would have made his life.
We have the Solar Crest coming up for Beastmaster soon too. That's going to be one amped up Jug.
Crit.
This oh sorry, go ahead.
I was just playing around his ward and trying to get these pushes, but if he's not careful and get out of here soon, he might just die. MSS is hunting.
Oh no,
They
Mojo's
spot
on
him.
the case.
Still
He'll stun again.
That's the third time this game. Jukes to the side, able to get away from there. MSS, does he hit it? Oh, that's right on top. When he got out of there.
No, that was a
beforehand.
nice try. There was like a creep blocking him. He had to deny it first, and then it's like he almost got him, just barely, you know. But honestly, getting the stun is like pretty much worth more than the kill, in my opinion. Like if he killed him there, but he didn't get stunned, I'd say that would be better for EG.
Mm.
Actually,
we,
it's, okay, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, we see once again Quincy just with complete map vision. It feels like every single game they have this vision advantage, with both through their wards and, of course, the Beastmaster this game.
Yeah, they're just they're spamming Necro 3, right? So it's like, I don't envy Fly right now. Like, it's a very hard game to play. He's a level 8 CM. He's trying his best to go vision. As soon as you get out vision, they run at you, and they deward with the Necro.
Yeah.
Do you guys see this impale range on Rubik? This is messed
Silly.
up.
Oh,
It's actually messed
jeez.
up. This is like the Lion 25 talent on a better stun.
The wrap. They're coming. Catch is already
Oh,
on the
God.
fly. The stun's not going to be there, but they got a bigger stun coming in a moment from the Rubik. Lift up afterwards if they want it. Arteezy walks back in. Coil down onto 2. Doesn't look like it's going to be enough. They've already taken down the Underlord and the CM, and now hunting for more. Crit looks like he might be able to get out of there, but yeah, Quincy Crew just assert dominance.
They just know exactly where EG were. This ward by this Radiant Cliff. Like, this is the second time they've used this ward in back-to-back games.
Maybe the last one was a misclick.
Yeah,
This time they put the high ground, huh?
yeah.
SVG is the type of player who, oh sorry, LA, he thinks about every ward he places a lot. Like, that guy thinks a lot.
Well,
When
he's
they're going
right on top of Darteezy. He doesn't have a TP. They were just super prepared
God,
for him.
tipping
Dude,
him.
he was so alone. All right, MSS has literally tipped like the whole team at this point.
I'm pretty sure
Literally
everyone hates
styling on.
Mojo. He just makes plays, and then he thinks he's good, so he tips you.
Yeah.
You can't say anything because he's outplaying you. It's really annoying. No, that was a good pick. Like, they punished. This is what should have happened. Like, you know, the first time they Underlord rifted out from top and induced the TP to tier 2 bottom. Like, Arteezy's trying to replicate that because he's desperate. He's just trying to push a bit too far. And this time, Quincy Crew managed to punish him.
Oh, desperation mode. Arteezy has the rapier queued up, feeling like that is the only way back into this game.
Okay, unless you're way ahead with Dusa, you don't do any damage till you get rapier. Because the hero actually doesn't have any steroids. Like, nothing makes your initial right click do more damage. Actually, your split shot makes your right click do less damage. So, you need that rapier this game for sure.
It's gonna be a tough ask though. You can see already underneath this tower, Solar Crest, Beastmaster, now getting the bonus attack speed from LOA. Like, Jug just hits so hard and so fast.
Low BAT plus like any sort of DPS buff gets amplified even more. I think the other thing is like, so usually if you have Puck versus Jug, Puck's pretty good versus Jug. You can build eggs, and also you can kill the healing ward with some like orb out, blink and kill healing ward. But they have a Rubik who's like some instant cast stun from insane range. So I'm not too sure. Like, they can actually go high ground on Quincy Crew as soon as they get this Nyx Roshan, which they will get soon.
I think your point about the range on the stun, the bigger one is that range on the lift. Like, he's got the cast range talent, Aether, and also a keen optic.
It's honestly pretty silly how good this spell is. Like, this Arcane Supremacy spell.
Yeah.
Pretty nuts. Oh, he has Firestone. Oh man, this is the best Rubik game. You're getting CM, Nyx, Underlord, and Puck. Like, you can just accidentally click R on someone and you're gonna get a good spell.
In the meantime, EG, you can see where they're playing right now. They just don't feel like they have a chance at a game. Abed, oh my god, do they know about this?
They are pinging him.
Oh,
And they know a wave's about to come.
What? Are you kidding me? Dude, he didn't even
Any
get
tips
the
left?
creeps. Oh my god.
And Mojo's out of tips, and no one else is Cantress. So.
Yeah, he's got no tips, but he's got the voice lines, you know. He's making up for it.
You gotta.
Dude.
Honestly, this is a good part of Dota to do. Like, if the stuff is there...
Dude,
you
they
should
got
use
him
it,
again.
right?
Up top,
he's
Arteezy. He
living.
pops the ulti, spin away. So they force out the Stone Gaze at the very least. But, man. It does not feel good to play Dota right now as EG.
No, it doesn't. I mean, that was good for EG in that they have no Omni Slash, but the Butterfly versus Omni is really strong right now. I think the itemization from Yawar is correct, though. I don't think he has to itemize to deal with Dusa. Like, he will get his anti-Butterfly Dusa item when Dusa finishes her Rapier, probably. Because he's going to like MQB the same time Dusa gets her Rapier now, after Scotty. Because right now, like, Dusa doesn't do anything. So you might as well deal with everyone else and be tanky so you can't throw the game.
You know,
Quincy Crew just seem in no rush, you know. They're going to have full map control at 30 minutes if they want to grab bounties, outposts.
I like the itemization from Quincy Crew. It's, they have the Solar Crest, they have the drums, you press your stuff on Jug, and he just hits like a maniac. He Omni Slashes someone, they'll die. I used to live there from Omni Slash, but if he's Solar Crested drums, he's gonna kill her.
able to steal Firestorm yet again from Ice Ice Ice. Step just a bit too far down there, and the pressure is going to be mounted. They have that Aegis still on UR, ready to go at a moment's notice. The spin back, thought about going on to Arteezy, but not going to do it. Wait for round 2 again in just a moment.
Yeah, and they have so long left on this Aegis. They can just keep rinsing and repeating this.
God, 3 minutes, yeah. Holy moly.
They might back off for these bounty runes, and EG's actually smoked out trying to snipe this bounty rune.
A bit.
Okay.
Good coil, but dead again.
Oh, man.
Dude,
This,
and he stole coil. Oh no. It's only level 1 though, don't worry. Evil Genius says it's fine.
This Jug spin build is really fun, by the way. The Blade Fairy, like, I don't know if you saw that, but he chunked Abid there while in spin.
Yeah.
He has a spin DPS as well.
Rooted. Smart gets the shield, ready to walk
Aba's
back
looking
in.
pretty good, right? Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't do the sieges. He did pretty well in lane. With the
no. Chase
coil?
down.
Crit's just dying to Blade Fury.
He gets completely wrecked. Omni slash backup, doesn't have the mana, needs 5 seconds away. When the lift up, they're dark drifting away inside their base behind the tier 4 towers, but Quincy crew just all over them right now. This team that has so long been the bridesmaid, never the bride in North America, and finally trying to take this one down here against Evil Geniuses. Yuar backs away again, and still hanging on to that Aegis.
Here. They don't have enough resources to continue. You know, let's just casually kill Quinn's tree.
That happens.
No, but that was really good. They got a crap up. But you can see the spin build. Like, he just kills the next 100-0 in a spin where you're magic immune. It's really fun to play. You guys should try it if you get a chance. Viewers out there.
Don't put those ideas in their head. I don't want to see it. It's disgusting.
Better than picking Jug than some anti-mage or something, you know. I think a lot of pub players are happy to see a Jug on their team.
That's true. Every time I see an anti-mage, I want to report them, so... Oh, Sentry sees a courier? Free?
Oh, that's the Arteezy courier. They know Arteezy's going for this rapier.
Yeah, that's a big kill, actually.
3 minutes without the courier.
It times out pretty well for him, because I don't think he'll go for rapier before, but now it's like guaranteed he won't have this item, right?
Yeah.
And, okay. So, it shows Roshan may respawn. Does it show... So this is
the 3-minute mark.
Early spawn.
So the 3-minute mark is when it goes away, and yeah, the earliest spawn would be at 0. That's the way it works.
I see. So it doesn't tell you like the random one yet.
No.
Up at bottom.
What can you do,
dude? It hurts. It hurts.
Playing like this just sucks, man. Like you're just split pushing waves. You're hoping they don't kill you. Honestly, it's more up to them than you. It's like playing on C9. It's not fun.
Oh no! What have you done? Trying to get orcs back into this region, Aui. What are you doing?
It's like playing on NP.
There you go.
That's great.
And,
well,
next one moving in.
Arteezy's just camping the shop. He did buy the rapier now, so they've got it.
And Ice gonna drop. Didn't stand a chance. That rapier's there, but I mean, I don't even know if that's gonna be enough at this point. Like, he's standing by the tier 4 towers. Aegis down now. But Quincy crew not going to be denied. They walk forward. Oh no, the Omni Slash connecting onto everybody. Arteezy hasn't gotten a right click off with his rapier. Rapier down on the ground. Chase down coming through. And just like that, good game is called. Ultra kill for Yuar to end it. What a pretty showing from Quincy crew.
Fantastic stuff. And well-deserved win. Like, both Game 2 and Game 3 just heavily outplaying EG, controlling the map better. And even Game 1, when they were down in the laning stage and losing, they looked like they were on the same footing as EG. So really impressive best of 3.
So good.
I mean, they played really well. EG, honestly, it's like they didn't play bad these games. I don't think. I think Quincy Crew's strength is just showing. Like, you think about EG's play, they that TP mid from Ice stands out to me. Those were some really good individual plays, but I think Quincy's teamwork was just on a better level this series.
And I mean, Parker, what does this sort of set us up for now? There's a lot of things going on about what this win would mean, obviously for the team itself, but the greater DPC as well. And the DPC.
Well, with that, it's still pretty open. EG have won last series against the bottom team, so they're likely to go 6-1. But Quincy still have to play Undying. They still have to play Sad Boys. So, you know, they beat an EG, the juggernauts of NA, but they still have to get the job done against some tough competition.
Absolutely. We got those games coming up in the next little while. So shout outs to Quincy crew, able to take it 2-1 over Evil Geniuses. Absolutely phenomenal showing. That game 3 also just like looked so clean. I did want to take a second just real quickly before we head on back to the panel that since this is the NADPC, there's a lot of crazy things going on in the world right now. Specifically in Texas, it's been hit by a really cold weather time. It's a state that's very much not prepared for it. And I just wanted to sort of extend this little offering to all of you out there. If you're doing well right now, if you have funds to spare, there's a lot of different charities, mutual aid funds that are aimed at trying to help people that are in need during this time. I've linked a couple of different places on my Twitter if you want to go check that out, but there's tons of info all over the internet. Do your own research to figure out where's best to donate to. And if you are affected by all this stuff that's going on out there, then we're going to wish you the best. Stay warm out there and try and stay safe as well. Any other words that you want to put out there real quickly at all?
Thanks, Gabe, for bringing that up. Definitely a hard time for a lot of people out there. I lived in Houston for a while, and it's obviously really hard for a lot of people. So if you can support, please do so.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to head on back to the panel, let them break down some action as we get ready for our second series, because we're not done. Still more action to come in just a little bit, but for now, to a quick break.
Welcome back, and with that, man, nothing is guaranteed anymore. The top of the division can belong to not anybody, but is now certainly up for grabs. What an incredibly hyped series. I welcome back Suns fan and Jenkins. Gentlemen, Quincy Crew versus Evil Geniuses. Was it everything you were hoping it would be?
Yes. 3-game series. Everybody wanted that, of course. But that third game was a good old-fashioned shellacking, gentlemen. I have never seen Abed get so destroyed in a game. You're playing puck, you're dying constantly, which obviously is terrible, and then he's forced to play like a nature's prophet of days of old, where you go into the trees in the top lane or the bottom lane trying to push out waves, and he just ended up dying every time. I mean, against like a Monkey King, that's really hard to accomplish, right? And Arteezy was farmed, but Yawar with the Midas build just out-farmed him the entire game, and obviously the casters discussed the whole spin build, which is insane against somebody like a Nyx Assassin. But I think if you're every other team that's trying to get to this top 2, this was the worst case scenario, because we talked about it pregame. EG, regardless of what happens, I mean, okay, I shouldn't say that. They're going to be playing 5-man Midas, EG is, and we're going to just put it out on a limb here and say they're going to win. So they're guaranteed a top 2 spot. And then that means everybody is rooting for EG to just clean sweep, because then that number 2 slot becomes more available. It's less available now if things go according to plan. Quincy Crew still has a couple more series to play, of course, but they have looked pretty much untouchable, general. They've looked just more consistent than EG, so well played to them.
Dude, it was legitimately like they were map hacking. Like, they made Abed look terrible. That this is
Overwatch, please.
This is like a 12K MMR guy, and they're making him look like some rank, I don't know, pleb. Like, in their base, they were waiting in the trees on the Monkey King with MSS. In their base with the tier 3 still alive. Like, I've literally never seen that before. What presence of mind, man. These guys, dude, Quincy Crew, they look like some AI, at some points. And I'm not just putting the question out there. I'm not making any conclusions here, future AI overlords, but I'm just putting it out there.
All right, well, we are lucky enough that we have Quinn himself joining us for a winner's interview. Quinn, congratulations on taking a huge W here and taking down Evil Geniuses. And I know this is a pretty basic question, but because it's such a monumental series, I'll ask it. How does it feel for you guys to finally claim this W after so much time leading up into it? Like, now finally the 5th weekend we see you play, it finally can be put behind you. How do you feel?
Especially for the people who are on like the VTJ and stuff. There's been like a really long rivalry between like this team and EG, and to finally win, even it's not like at a major, it's in like the league, it's not at a tournament, like at a LAN, but it's still, I don't know, it just feels gratifying. It feels great.
Yep, it's a huge thing. I mean, something we'll probably get into more later, but with this win, you guys are now 5-0. It's not freedom yet. You still have Undying, you still have Sad Boys. Those are going to be necessary wins if you certainly want to claim a spot all the way straight into the playoffs. But I imagine taking this down is going to boost your guys' confidence tremendously. I have Suns fan and Jenkins here, so you're at their mercy now, Suns fan. You.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I apologize in advance. This is actually going to be my most boring question that I've asked, but I have a double up for later, just in case Jenkins really fucks it up.
It's a mulligan.
Yeah, I'm mulligan. I'm just curious. Like, you guys picked Alk in game 2, and you never banned AA. Again, I know I'm a pleb, but I'm just asking, why are you not afraid of AA in that specific game, at least?
I think I don't remember exactly what they had, but it wasn't so good with their heroes. They were gonna end up with like a weak lane, or we had something that we were gonna pick against it in lane if they picked it. And I think we also just figured they weren't going to pick it. I think it's like a hero that's pretty off meta. People think of Alchemist, like not many people are picking it NA pubs or anything like that. So we were just like we had some stuff if they picked it, but if they didn't, like, we just figured they wouldn't.
Okay, Suns fan, you want to do your mulligan now?
Fine, mulligan right now. I know you guys still have 2 matches to prepare, so let's just forget about the pre-match ritual where you're you know, you're going to be practicing and doing the boring stuff. What are you guys? I know you're going to do something. What are you going to do to celebrate? Because a win versus EG, like you guys are now even in terms of games, 12-12 versus each other. But obviously, this was a huge one. So tell me, what will you like? We're nerds. We're all nerds here. We know we don't do much. We're going to watch Netflix or some shit. Anything. Just give me something, buddy.
I mean, I'll probably just watch. I'll probably just watch some streams and like bask in the niceness of winning. You know,
You
like
gotta go.
Your usual celebration.
You know, like it's when you win. The best thing about winning is that you didn't lose. You know, so I know that I didn't lose earlier today, and I don't feel like frustrated and annoyed. You know, like knowing that I don't feel that way is like just so pleasant.
What it means is Quinn
Okay.
can go into a Twitch channel and he goes, Pepe smile, and everybody's like, Quinn the God!
Yeah, instead of like just having to be a recluse and avoid Twitch chat for weeks, you can go into a chat and type forehead, and everyone goes forehead, you know?
It's the little things. It's the little things. All right, Jenkins, the floor is yours.
I had kind of a similar question, so I'm gonna go ahead and claim a mulligan here because I want to ask it anyway. My question is, I would imagine a game like that takes like all of your focus, all of your energy, and my question is just like after you play a really intense official match, like what do you do to like get the energy back for the next one? Like what do you do for the rest of the day?
Honestly, I think I don't feel tired after really hype matches. I think you'll feel more tired after matches that are sort of dragged out, like the series before is long, or it's late in the day, and you play a team that's maybe less skilled or something, or the matchup is less intense. I think you have adrenaline and stuff whenever you play like really good teams. So I'm generally not tired after I play an intense match. I feel pretty nice for the rest of the day.
Cool. Okay. The next question is with regards to some pub stuff. As the mid laner, number one, I believe, maybe number two now. In terms of MMR, I'm saying, of course. What is the most annoying thing for a side laner to do that would ruin your game in a pub?
On my team or the other team?
On your team.
Run down mid ain't great. Picking Pudge is right below running down mid.
All right, Jenkins, you heard it from him himself. Stop it right now.
Get wrecked.
Okay, I see.
Good shit. Quinn, thank you so much. A huge congratulations to you and to your team. And we look forward to seeing how the rest of the division now can pan out with this big win. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
Lots of love and support to Quinn. Hearts in the chat, and go, of course, send support his way on his Twitter and on his Twitch at Quinn Dota. Gentlemen, I want to take a quick look, of course, at our updated standings based on this result and go over once again what exactly this means. I mean, we're at the halfway point of our second to last week of action here. And now with this, things become a little more clear-cut, but not fully decided, that's for sure. With this Quincy Crew win, nobody is guaranteed a major slot. That's just the facts. EG, they are likely going to be going 6-1 with their next match being against 5-man Midas. Quincy Crew right now, they're 5-0, but they still have a really tough challenge ahead of them. They have to play Sad Boys and they have to play Undying. You can't tell me that there is not a world where Undying could take a series against Quincy Crew, right? So, and if that is to happen, we could be in a crazy tiebreaker situation for that top spot. And, meanwhile, on the side, we have 4 Zoomers and Sad Boys hoping for a crazy set of circumstances to still get in the mix. Gentlemen, I know that, Sunspan, as you said, a lot of teams are really hoping for the EG win, but maybe viewers happy with the situation now because things are getting incredibly hyped.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, things are definitely mixed up. Again, if Quincy Crew just wins out as they're supposed to on paper, then it's clear-cut the 1 and the 2 slot, right? But if they do slip up, then you're right. There's a potential for some crazy tiebreakers going on here. So anything is possible, gentlemen. And that's the one thing that you hope, like, if you're Quincy Crew, that you don't look too far ahead, right? You don't want to count your chickens before they hatch, or where the hell that saying is.
That sounded pretty good to me. That sounded pretty good.
That sounds good. Yeah,
it's close. You count those pudges before they hatch, or something like that.
Cornish hens.
So, yeah, absolutely. Cornish.
It's also a
right.
win for NA.
Jenkins just ruined the analogy. Unacceptable.
I know. I tried my best to just gloss over that one right
Sorry
there.
About
but
that. We could cut to break if you want.
Well, Jenkins, I want to say this has got to be a win for NA, right? Because most regions look at us and it's like, well, EG's going to dumpster that region, take the spot, and run away. But now, that may not be the case. Imagine also if Undying take the win over Quincy Crew. Then we suddenly have a group of teams that can take games off each other. So
you know what? I gotta be honest with you. I'm hearing him. I'm hearing him in the back of my head. I hear Gaben, and he's telling me, Jenkins, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be incredibly hype. We're going to have the longest day of DPC NA history today. We're going to have another 2-1 going the way of black and yellow. It's going to completely spice things up. Undying is going to win their series. Okay? I believe we're going to have 2 3-way ties. And why do I believe that? Is it perfect analysis skills, being an established analyst and commentator? Absolutely not. It's Gay Ben and his voice in the back of my head telling me, whispering that this is going to happen, and I trust him.
Yeah, probably too much diet soda. But thank you, Gaben, for the insight there. And I hope that's the case. I would love a lot of hype. But we got to get into a break because, as you mentioned, Jenkins, we still have Sad Boys versus Black and Yellow coming up. And that is a series with some weight to it itself. We'll get into that later. Before, though, and to help fill the time between now and then, we have a really special piece of content here that we want to get into. Oh, no, I heard we're getting into a draft, so I actually may have to shelf that one for now. So what we're going to do is get into the matchup video instead. When that concludes, it's time for Game 1 Draft. We'll see you after.